wrong builder will destroy your project. The right one will get it done on time, on budget, and to the quality you paid for. As a developer, I'm signing build contracts every other day. I've seen what makes a builder great, and I know exactly what you need to look for to avoid the bad one. I'm going to break down the 3 things that separate great builders from the ones that will wreck your project. You'll learn how to spot if they can deliver what you need, how to pick up red flags before you commit, and the contract reality most people miss. The one that puts most of the power in the builder's hands. So let's start with the first thing, proof. Proof matters. You don't want promises, you want evidence. That means projects just like yours, not similar, not close enough. If you're building townhouses, they should be able to show you completed townhouse projects. If you're doing a knockdown rebuild, you want to see a finished knockdown rebuild. And don't stop at the photos, dig deeper, talk to past clients, ask what the experience was like day to day. Did the builder deliver when they said they would? Did they keep the client updated the whole way through? Were there cost or time blowouts? And how did they handle the problem? A builder isn't great just because they finished. They're great if they delivered the right product at the right quality and a happy client at the end. That's the difference. The second thing is how a builder handles pressure. You need to know this before you sign. Every project runs into challenges. Projects are no different to real life. Things go wrong. That's normal. What matters is how the builder responds. You don't want to find out the hard way or when it's too late. So how do you figure this out early? Ask them questions about changes. Listen how they explain it. Do they give you a straight answer or do they beat around the bush? Do they clearly outline what extra costs would look like, or do they dance around it? A great builder doesn't just build, they communicate. They solve problems without turning small issues into big delays and extra costs. And the good news is you can spot it before you sign if you're paying attention. The third thing is the contract, and this is where most people get caught. When you sign, you hand the builder control. The contract is written to protect both sides, but let's be real. Once it's signed, the builder holds the cards. They control the timeline, when payments are triggered, and ultimately whether your project gets finished the way you expect. That's why you can't take this step lightly. Don't be fooled by the sales pitch. Don't just look at the price. You need to know exactly what's in the contract, what's included, what's excluded, and what power it gives the builder. Miss this and you're in their world, playing by their rules. Get it right and you've protected yourself before the first bit of dirt is broken on your site. Want to go deeper on protecting yourself? Join our free developer network. Over 3,000 developers are inside, sharing hard-won lessons to help you avoid disasters like these. It only takes 2 minutes, links in the description. So remember, it's not about chasing the cheapest builder or the one with the fancy sales pitch. It's proof they can deliver your project, knowing how they'll handle pressure before you sign. And it's understanding the contract, because if you don't, the builder holds the power. Get these 3 right and you'll be protected. Get them wrong and failure is almost guaranteed. If you think you might need help, that's what we do. We're project managers. We save clients serious money and a lot of headache. If you want expert support on your project, book a free call with me anytime. The link is below. If you got value from this, do me a favor, smash that like and drop a hype. It helps me reach more people and keeps this content free. I'm Peter Kelly. Appreciate you sticking around. Until the next one, happy developing.